Welcome to Street Talk. I'm Loretta Rose. We're on location today at Sports Vision 11th Annual Athletic Luncheon. It is huge. Today, guest speaker is, wow, he doesn't even need an introduction himself, Coach Nick Saban. So everyone is here because press release is about to take place as soon as he walks through the door. Wonderful, wonderful event that is taking place here. If you can ever support this type of event, you are investing in your future, giving young people an opportunity to be highlighted. So we want to thank DJ Jones and Dale Williams for the opportunity of highlighting young people in this community, in the high schools. Wow, this is awesome. So we're going to take you inside to let you get a glimpse of what's about to happen. It is Street Talk here at Sports Vision 11th Annual at the Columbus St. Luke Ministry Center. We'll be back after this.
Well, this is really an honor for us to be able to come to an area that has, such great interest in high school football, a lot of good football programs, a lot of great coaches, a lot of really good players. Very fertile ground for all of us in college to have the opportunity to develop these kind of relationships with a lot of people. And it's always nice to sort of send a message out there to tell everybody how much you appreciate what they do. High school coaches don't always get a lot of sort of positive self-gratification for all the things that they do to help young people have a better chance to be successful. So I think that's why this is very important.
Coach Saban, when you look back to when you were these kids' age, what's maybe some advice you wish you would have gotten at that age?
Well, I had great parents, and probably the person that influenced me as much as anybody was my high school coach. So I certainly appreciate that, and a lot of the values in terms of work ethic, perseverance, overcoming adversity, pride in performance, all those things got instilled in me at an early age, which has really helped me be successful.
Coach, were there any specific coach or person that put influence in your life?
Well, I think my high school coach that I just mentioned, and Don James is my college coach, who I think did a great job of teaching us the things that would help us be more successful in life, lessons that we learn from competition and playing sports. And I think that's been very beneficial in helping me sort of develop some of the habits that you need to have a chance to be successful.
What lesson do you think Jalen Hurst has taught people about character?
Well, I think Jalen has fabulous character. He's a great person. Two is a great person, and it really is unprecedented in college football to have a guy go 26-2 as a starter, sort of lose his job, not based on anything he did, but just on competition. And I think it speaks volumes that he didn't do what a lot of people would do in terms of cut and run when things didn't go exactly the way he wanted them to, and actually focused on helping his teammates, improving himself and his game so that if he got an opportunity, he would play better, which he did an outstanding job in the game when he got his opportunity. He played a lot this year. I think he's improved a lot this year, but it's interesting to me that he got the most inspirational award voted on by his teammates based on what he did when he wasn't playing. So I think that's a really strong message to a lot of young people, because if you really can't overcome adversity when you get put in an adverse situation, you're never going to be a great competitor, and you're never going to really have a chance to be successful because things don't always go your way.
Coach, it said that it's not winning the first one that's the most difficult, but winning the second. What has it kept this program at the top? What have kept you guys as the standard for everybody else?
Well, I think the number one thing is we try to create a lot of value for our players so that they have a better chance to be successful in life, whether it's personal development, academic support, how they develop as players on the field, what kind of careers they develop. But I also think it's an understanding that, success is not a continuum. It's momentary. And you have to keep focusing on what's in front of you, and you have to be able to focus on the things that made you successful to start with, which sometimes is very difficult to do. It's what we all call complacency, which creates a blatant disregard for doing what's right. And when you do that, you don't create the habits you need to be able to continue to be successful. So that's something that we try to preach to our players, and hopefully they understand that. But it's a work in progress.
Talking to some of the students that have been awarded today, let us know your name and what school.
Kyron Hall, Smith Station.
Smith Station, congratulations. All right, tell me about what kind of award is this?
I got Defensive Player of the Year.
Awesome, awesome. Okay, so how was the experience for you?
It was a good experience. It was Coach Saban had taught. It was pretty good.
It's pretty good. What would you like to say to Sports Vision?
I just want to say thank you for everything, and just thank you.
Absolutely. Thank you, Sports Vision. I have been inspired, even though I'm not an athlete, but I feel like one. Thank you so much. Another one. Tell us, what school?
Smith Station.
Smith Station. What grade are you?
I'm in 11th grade.
11th. Oh, you're having such a great time. You're forgetting what grade you're in, huh?
Yes, ma'am.
Oh, that's all right. Tell me, what award is this?
This is a sport. The Offense Awards. Offense Awards.
Oh, you look like you fast, too.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. All right, how was the experience?
It was the best for me. Like, this year was the best for me. I had a great opportunity, and touchdown was amazing. All my runs, yes, ma'am.
Oh, I'm proud of you. And Nick Saban, how was that experience?
Best, man. Best. I wanted a picture with him, but I couldn't find him. But yeah,
you
that's
were
the
here.
best, man.
You got in the moment.
Yeah, I saw him though. That's the best part about it.
Absolutely. And what would you like to say to Sports Vision?
Thank you for having me out here today. Yeah.
Absolutely. Thank you, Sports Vision. All right, tell me your name.
My name is Andrew Lacey.
Okay, tell me about your award.
Yes, ma'am. I play Shaw High School, and it's the Offensive Player of the Year award.
Okay, you look like you do some things now.
Yes, ma'am. I'm an athlete.
Okay, I know you are. All right, how was the experience here today?
The experience was great. I like to thank Sports Vision for giving me this opportunity.
Absolutely,
yes,
absolutely. And Nick Saban, he really threw out a lot of nuggets, don't you think?
Yeah, he really speaks the truth. I like to hear him.
Absolutely. I know you're going to do some amazing things.
Yes, ma'am.
You know where you're going to go to college yet?
No, ma'am. But I have a couple JUCO offers and one D1 AA in Southern Utah.
Wow. Just remember to always come back and give that what has been given to you, because, man, this is awesome.
Yes, ma'am. It's a great experience.
All right. Thank you, Sports Vision. Another show, Raiders?
Yes, ma'am.
See, there's a lot of Raiders stuff going on over here. Tell me, how was the experience?
The experience was great, just blessed to be here. It was really exciting just to see Nick Saban and then hear wonderful people talk. Yes, ma'am.
And let us know your name.
Kevin Wallace-Maben.
And award?
Shaw Defense Player of the Year.
Wow.
Yes, ma'am.
Wow. I heard a lot of talk behind the scene about you.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you.
Awesome. What would you like to say to Sports Vision?
I just want to say thank you to Sports Vision. Yes, ma'am.
Absolutely. Was this your first year here?
Yes, ma'am.
Awesome. Congratulations.
Thank you.
We're proud of you.
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you, Sports Vision. Talking to some more that have been awarded here today. And are you a Central Red Devil?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So, this your first time here?
Yes, ma'am.
Isn't it awesome?
It's very, very nice.
It was nice. Oh, everything was nice. How was it in totality for you, though, to be able to see Nick Saban, to get the motivation, to just have the camaraderie with other athletes? How was that for you?
It was a wonderful experience, and I'm glad I got to experience it.
Absolutely. So what would you like to say to Sports Vision?
I'd like to say thank you and go Red Devils.
All right, okay. And you had a lot of that going on in here, too. Coach, your coach. Got the Coach of the Year. Congratulations, Dubos. It's Street Talk. It's Street Talk here at Sports Vision Annual Luncheon, and I feel like a proud mama. I'm talking to some more athletes wow, man, you got some heavy going on over here. Tell me your name.
AJ Watts,
In what school?
George Washington Carver.
Wow, way to go, Carver Tigers. Tell me, what is this?
Defensive Player of the Year.
You're proud too.
Yes,
you
ma'am.
should be. You should be. How does it feel to be honored and recognized for your service of just playing hard on the field with the team?
It makes me feel good. It makes it seem like all my hard work paid off.
Exactly, and it has. And how does it feel to know that someone has been watching you when you really didn't even know it?
Good.
It feels good, doesn't it?
Yes,
It motivates you more too.
Yes, ma'am.
Absolutely. And see, that's what Sports Vision is doing. They have been watching young people, athletes here, and then they're putting the spotlight on them, and I think it's phenomenal. So what would you like to say to Sports Vision?
Thank y'all for recognizing me and looking at me and all my potential.
Absolutely. And I am super proud of you. Do you know where you're going to go to college yet?
Not yet.
Not yet. Okay. All right. Well, congratulations.
Thank you.
All right. Here at Sports Vision 11th Annual. We're here at the 11th Annual Sports Vision, and I have had the pleasure and the honor, the opportunity to catch up with this wonderful coach, the Coach of the Year, Coach Dubos. Congratulations.
Well, thank you so much. I'm kind of the recipient of an award that should go through an entire community, a group of men and that are coaches, and then our players. You know, I'm very blessed, and the good Lord has worked wonders in our team this year. He's done a great job of instilling in us a lot of things that are going to help us in life, and this is just one step to getting to where we got to get to.
Wow, and I can tell there's strong leadership that is just have been developed in your entire organization, your program with your students. Why is that so important? We know it's important, but why is it so important for them to get it?
Well, you know, number one is the guys that are in my program are going to be the leaders in this community and in this area 10, 15, 20 years down the road. You know, I tell them every day there may be a next president of the United States among us. There may be a senator. There may be a congressman. There may be a mayor. I don't know what it is, but it's going to be guys that are going to be making decisions for communities and for a lot of people one day. And, you know, I'm just proud that I had an opportunity to have one moment in time with these guys to hopefully instill in them the importance of being a good husband, to being a good father, to being a good citizen, and whatever it is, you be your best at it. And we talk about it every day, and these young men have really listened, and they've done an outstanding job of just trying to be, you know, we had a motto, 1% better, not only on the football field, but in life. Every day among our coaches and players, we just wanted to be a 1% better person every day. So, you know, I feel really confident that 10, 15, 20 years down the road, we're going to be in great hands because we've got some really good leaders among our team.
I feel it too, Coach. I really do.
I appreciate it.
I feel it. So congratulations again, and it is so important for them to get that, and I thank God for people like yourself pouring into this generation who is going to be our servicemen and women in the future.
Well, thank you so much. That means a lot.
Thank you. Thank you, Sports Vision. I'm talking to another coach, and let us know your name again in school.
Coach Corey Joyner from G.W. Carver High School.
Awesome. And from my understanding, this your first year?
First year here, first year in Columbus.
Look at that. Tell us, look at this. This is awesome. First year. That's pretty impressive.
Yes,
that
ma'am.
says a lot.
Yes, ma'am. Hard work and dedication.
Wow.
Yes, ma'am.
I mean, how was the experience for you, sir?
It was a great experience because one thing about Carver, they have a rich tradition of good players, and DJ Jones is one of them. So he was one of the ones I first reached out to before I accepted the job, and he welcomed me in with open arms and showed me around the community. And then once that everything kind of took off from there.
Wow.
Yeah.
That is wonderful.
Yeah.
And having Nick Saban here.
Yeah.
Wasn't that an experience?
It's a great experience because he's one of my mentors. He's one of the guys I look up to as far as the coaching profession is concerned. And there's a lot of things that he do that's off the field that I try to mimic, and my guys are at GW Carver High School.
Great job. And I'm
Thank you,
proud
man.
of Carver.
Thank you, man.
I am proud of Carver.
Thank
I feel like I'm part of Carver too. Because see, I graduated from Baker.
Oh,
But see,
yeah.
me and Carver and Baker, we were like, intertwined.
Yeah. Oh yeah. We receive a lot of players from Baker now. That's right. That's right.
Exactly. So, what would you like to say to Sports Vision on this honor?
I keep up the good work. I mean, you recognizing people doing great things. There's so many negative things that are going out in the community. So much killing, so much robbing and stealing. And here we had 50 young men that was here all doing positive things. So you might not have received a reward or a trophy, but it was rewarding to come here and be recognized. So that's the biggest thing that you can ever do. And we always got to give back to our kids and let them know they're doing a good job. And to get out of Columbus and come back and give back, just like DJ and Dale did.
That's exactly
what we do. Yes,
and
ma'am.
that's where they came from.
That's
Carver
right.
High
They came
School.
from Carver High School.
Awesome.
Yes,
Well,
ma'am.
God bless you. I'm so
Thank
proud
you.
of you.
Thank you, ma'am.
This is wonderful. Thank you, Sports Vision. Right here, I call this Sports Vision headquarters because it's all started here in Columbus. You're watching Street Talk. Again, we're here at Sports Vision 11th Annual, and I'm talking to one of the founders of Sports Vision Television, Radio, and Magazine. Yes, these guys are awesome. You know, DJ Jones, when I tried to think about and I was pondering, how can I describe you guys? And the one word came to mind is treasure. You all are treasures in your community.
Yeah, we're very fortunate and blessed to have an opportunity to have this platform. We know that God has his hands on us because you know as well as I do, this is a big, bad television world. This broadcasting industry, it's a very expensive industry. But to own your own show, your television show, radio show, and magazine in this day and time, it's a blessing.
Wow. Now, 11th Annual. This is my first time attending. I've heard about it, but Lord knows I did not know it was to this magnitude. The word on the street, how these guys get Nick Saban here in Columbus?
Well, you know, it's not about Sports Visions, trust me. We put on a great luncheon, a great event for our high school student athletes and our coaches. And of course, we started 11 years ago. Yeah. And we started with some players, some great players. And 5 years into it, the coaches got interested because this is a hotbed. East Alabama, West Central Georgia, the players that we honor, the 60 top high school football players in East Alabama and West Central Georgia, the 25, 26 coaches of those teams that are here, the head coaches that are recruiting on a high level want to know and need to know these guys. So it's a very, very important trip for them as well.
Yes. Food was good. Luncheon, I mean, this is so upscale. It is just unbelievable to see. I don't even know why it's not highlighted everywhere that you go in Columbus because it was so phenomenal. All of the different schools. Was it about 26 schools?
About 26 schools, and of course, like I said, 60 athletes, over 60 athletes, 25, 26 coaches, and then a lot of assistant coaches that were away, and then the parents.
Wow. And then the thing is, the beauty of it, for those that don't know, because I've had some people that ask me, well, where is Sports Vision? Where are these guys from? You guys are right here out of Columbus?
Grassroots, right here out of Buena Vista Estates. We kid people all the time talking about, Dale and I were next door neighbors in Buena Vista Estates. And, hey, we grew up in humble beginnings, but at the same time, we're still friends today. Yeah. We're talking about the sport. We used to sit up on a light pole in our apartments and talk sports. And now we're doing it on the stage. We're doing it now.
Well, I want to tell you, and I want to thank you because I'm speaking from a mother standpoint now. I talked to a lot of the athletes that came out today. They were just mesmerized by this experience. Some of them really didn't even know how to put it into words. So I want to thank you guys on behalf of other mothers out there because these are things they dream of. These are things they dream of.
Well, you know what? Dreaming is believing. This happened for us. I mean, I was telling somebody just a little while ago, Losers and Liars was an organization that honored us. The Kiwanis Club, WOKS had the Player of the Week. Coca-Cola sponsored the Golden Helmet Award. I remember going to these awards ceremonies in my junior, senior years and realizing that, hell, I felt special. Yeah. This was like our Heisman Trophy. So I wanted to make that same thing for the kids. And you know what? They deserve to get a pat on the back because there's so much negativity going on. There's so many things things that are happening that shouldn't be happening. But we, Sports Vision, Dale and I, wanted to make a positive impact on these young student athletes and coaches. And of course, this somehow, hopefully these kids, one of them will go back and become a productive citizen.
Wow, and I'm sure they will because of gentlemen like you all. And not only that, I felt like this is a big mentoring program with Sports Vision.
Absolutely,
That's what's happening.
absolutely. And again, you know, to have an opportunity to talk on the radio, to talk, have a television show, to have a magazine. You know, I'm talking to you kids out there. We're blazing a trail. We're letting you know that you don't have to wait on ESPN. You don't have to wait on any of the major sports networks to call you. You can learn, like I did, and of course, produce your own show. And then, you know what? You can do what you dream of doing.
Wow, well said. That is the perfect way to close it out. Can't say another thing because Mr. DJ Jones, a Sports Vision, one of the founders, he said it all.
Thank you so much.
You're watching Street Talk. We're here at the 11th annual Sports Vision. Thank you, Sports Vision. And now I'm talking to another founder, the other founder, because there's only two of them,
That's right.
with Sports Vision, and Dale Williams.
That's right.
I call this Sports Vision headquarters
All right.
because you all are so global now.
Wow. I mean, thank God to the internet and the millennial kids, but digital television, you know, really every time we have a different format that we really want to speak to, it's been there. You know, my daughter tried to tell me 4 or 5 years ago, Daddy, you're going to have to get a website, you're going to do the internet, YouTube, just telling me all these things. And now I realize that, you know, it's more than just traditional TV and radio. So those are some things that we wanted to do and kind of impart into Sports Vision.
Exactly. And as I had an opportunity to interact with some of those that have attended, coaches and students, I told DJ, this is like a mentoring program you all have here that's just open wide for our athletes here in the community.
Well, you know, DJ and me, DJ and I, basically, we've spoken about this a long time ago. You know, this just the way we grew up, you know, growing up as small children in the estate and just growing up talking sports. But really, everything that we benefited from growing up, we want to give back to those kids. You know, it ain't all about money all the time.
Exactly.
You know, we can show you the way, we can mentor you, we can put you in front of the right people, you know, but again, it's still up to the kid to take part.
Exactly. And I was so impressed. It was so impressive to see the abundance of people that were here. And I told DJ, and I'm telling you too, the word on the street, the word out there on the street, how are these guys bringing in a Nick Saban?
Well, you know, really, we've just been doing a good work, and having a mission statement about these athletes, you know, being able to get people with the caliber of Nick Saban. He recognizes what we're doing here. You know, the good thing about Nick, when we did put out fillers for who we were going to have the speaker for, you know, we've had, again, Kirby Smart, we've had Gus Malzahn, Mark Richt, Dabo Swinney. We put it out fillers to all these guys, and Nick got back with us less than 24 hours. So he really knew and wanted to come here. That speaks volumes for what we really have and for being able to do this for 11 years. And we're not just talking about just in Columbus. We're doing it for 9 different counties in Georgia and Alabama, 24 high schools, awarding 50 plus players and coaches. So I mean, really, it's an opportunity. It's what we wanted to do.
Yeah.
But I could not take all this credit. It's for our corporate partners. That's been the biggest thing. We get this far on the shoulders of them, our people in the community. And really, when you do the right thing and you do things right the first time, it becomes 11 years. And we started with 175 people coming at an event up in the Hilton Garden to St. Luke, and we had over probably 500-600 people.
So that helped those in the community to understand why is Sports Vision, this banquet, this luncheon they have every year, has flourished to the point of where it is now, because you all just, you know where they are.
Yeah.
You know exactly. So what I saw, you're helping young athletes to see where they are, the possibility of what they can become, and where they can be.
There you go. You just said it all. That's our vision. That's what we did. That's what sports did for us. You know, we always say, and we joke about it, sports is so more than just games and stuff. Really, it unifies the whole community. How else other than sports brought this many people together, all different colors, all ethnicity? You know, sports can do that. And really, that's one of the things that we're more proud of.
And that's what I told DJ. Y'all have pulled me in because I've never been athletic, but I love to dance though.
Yeah.
But you guys have really, that's a gift that you all have. And thank you for sharing it with the community.
We appreciate it, and again, we continue to grow, and we're going to sit down, and me and DJ are going to talk, and probably we got to find out. And really, we celebrate. Our celebrations are very quick, so we're already next year.
Awesome.
What we got to do, and we're going to continue to have that spirit of excellence, and that's just not being perfect, but we want to get better.
Absolutely.
Each year. We want to continue to get better.
Well, congratulations again on 11th years, and it is just continuing to grow. You watching Sports Vision here, 11th annual at the St. Luke Ministry Center here in Columbus.
And I'm going to close in something that with something that you probably heard me say many times before. I probably said it when I was here before. Is Martin Luther King gave a sermon probably 70 years ago. And he talked about there's only one guy that I'll let shine my shoes in the green stamp store in Montgomery, Alabama, because of the pride that guy has in shining shoes. And the smile he gets on his face when you tell him what a great job he did in shining your shoes. And then he goes on and says, if you're going to be a street sweeper, be the best street sweeper in the world. Sweep the streets like Michelangelo painted a Sistine Chapel, like Shakespeare wrote literature. Put a sign up that says the best street sweeper in the world lives right here. And if you do that, you accomplish the best there is in life, knowing you did your best to be the best you could be, no matter what you choose to do. That's what I'd like for everybody here. And I think you'll ultimately have a great holiday, and you'll feel great about yourself, and you'll feel good about the people that you affect that are around you. So thank you very much. Roll Tide, and God bless everyone, and have a happy holiday. Thank you.